All right, so I am on the lower elevation here, just coming down from up there, and there are a couple areas that kind of want to show for. Decking is super soft all up underneath of my feet right here, and this would be the left side if you were facing the garage. But also some areas of poor installation where the nails have started to come through. And so this is ripping up right here. This is wind damage, right? Or this is from Mother Nature, and it will tear off eventually, right? But not right now. It's not enough for really me to count in any kind of wind damage. And even if it was, it'd be rather insignificant in comparison to the rest of the roof. Just to show, right? Like, this is very tight. Your roof is very tight, so it's actually, you know, performing and doing its job and held up well over the years. But there's water getting in somewhere underneath of it, and there's evidence of that all over. Multiple areas that are large and outlined as soft, where the decking is like really spongy up underneath of it. So attic access could probably get a better look at what that plywood looks like. As long as nobody's like continuously walking on it, it'll hold up fine. But the problem is it's only going to continue to get worse, and then more sheets of plywood are going to need to be addressed when you do eventually address the roof itself. Same with over here. And I would say the likelihood of storm damage incurring on the home in the future, outside of a major catastrophe or named storm or hurricane or something like that, would be very slim, just because of its location and the structure and the integrity of the shingles themselves. But everything else up underneath of them is getting destroyed and deteriorated from algae and growth and moisture, lack of proper ventilation, all that kind of stuff, but not insurable. Here you can see where there's just like multiple dips. Where I'm stepping right now is kind of like a little trampoline up underneath of me, so I want to be careful there. But all this black streaking, right, all through here, water is getting all down through your roof. Somewhere it's coming in, and you can see all the level of algae and growth everywhere. I mean, I'm sure you can see when you look out this window here, but look at this. It's like a whole ecosystem up here. And I mean, that's, you know, kind of cool looking, but at the end of the day, it's not a good thing for the roof itself, because it literally just eats all the it's acidic, right? So it eats all the asphalt granulars off of the shingles themselves, which is what I showed you above, and then just allows for water to come in. Super soft here. Here's your pipe jack up by the skylight. This is also lacking proper flashing and sealant, any kind of caulk, right? So all that caulk is also deteriorated over time. You can see how the metal has oxidized, all that white stuff all around it, and it's also starting to turn rust. Somebody painted it at one time, and then all through here you've got growth and stuff collected on the roof where it's super soft. You can see the moisture spots. Through here now we're getting over by the skylight, where you have obvious signs of water getting in from the interior, and I can't see or show where that's coming in from specifically, but what you can see is the level of corrosion of all the caulk and sealing and growth that's accumulating where the seal of that flashing is supposed to be all the way down. So without like properly stripping the roof, look, and it looks like somebody tried to do a initial repair. This is silicone caulk, by the way. Definitely not what you want to use to do things like this. But somebody tried at some point, which meant they probably knew it was leaking, but you know, didn't address it properly and was trying to put a little band-aid on it. From there, like I said, it's very hard for me to distinguish where the water's actually coming in at without stripping all this area around the skylight and trying to figure it out. But you can see all the growth everywhere, right? And all that's growing through. All of this plywood is soft and deteriorating, and moisture is like collected all up underneath, streaking. And then whatever allowance for the water flow is coming here and it's hitting your chimney. See where all this debris is built up? So when water hits that, it can't go nowhere. And it looks like somebody tried to seal the flashing around the chimney with that same level of silicone. That's just getting beat down with the sun and deteriorating. So you can see, big hole in it. That's water's gonna get inside of there, behind the flashing, into the chimney itself, maybe down in the sidewall, attic, and walls of your house right before the exterior, and that is a nasty fix. And you know, you're right about the flashing not necessarily extending to where it needs to go, but outside of that, I cannot, like I said, distinguish where the water's actually coming in. And water can be really funny. Sometimes you think it's one specific location above it, and come to find out it's somewhere else, just going to a different direction. It's crazy. But level of corrosion here, right? All around that chimney flashing. There's no level of sealant in between the shingles and the sidewall of the chimney, and that counter flashing there at all. It's all gone. It's either deteriorated or never done properly. I don't even know what this looks like behind all of this, because you definitely got some hornets and shit that are in here that came out when I was trying to move some of it. Your chimney definitely needs to be pointed up and recaulked. Holy crap, I'm getting a little dizzy just from standing up from kneeling like that. But other than that, like I said, I don't see any visible signs of storm damage. I don't think there's anything that we can utilize for a successful claim. I'd like to be able to give you a good bill of health and say the roof is in good condition, but that's a damn lie, right? And I don't know how you want to address it, or when you want to address it, or what's most important to you. I mean, I definitely got some solutions for you. I'd love to help you if possible, but one way or another, I promise you, it's only going to continue to get worse, and it's only going to continue to get more expensive to fix it in the future. Not just because more things would have to be fixed, but the cost for roofing and material and labor is just continuing to skyrocket. So the longer that goes on, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now, the sticker shock value of roofing then is going to blow you away, right? So the best thing to do would be to have it addressed, and you know, we find a solution based on those details of what that looks like, and you know, go from there. But yep, this will wrap this up. Don't let any other person knock on the door and tell you anything different, because you're getting complete visual of exactly what I see right here, and I'll get you these videos as well.